I kind of like the jiggle. It kind of made me wiggle. Hey everybody. I'm going to check in with everybody first. Give some stragglers a few minutes to come in. Amy, thank you so very much for being here. Kimberly, here, we'll just throw them up. Amy Jones, thank you so very much. Kimberly Martin, I appreciate you being here. I'm going to butcher this, but Sophia, thank you so very much for coming. Pup Groomer, it is always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Suzanne Paris, I love your last name because it rhymes with Ferris, actually. Retired Red, thank you. Today was much needed. Charisse, my wonderful, glorious friend Charisse, thank you so very much for coming. Mischief, thank you so much. I love you. I love each and every one of you. Inappropriate Heifer, thank you so very much for showing up. So I think I got everybody caught up for right now. I don't know if this is going to be a trigger warning thing. So we're going to hope not. We're just going to hope we're going to have a really good conversation. Finally found the Yankees hat again. It was driving me bonkers. And let me tell you, it was right in front of my face the whole time. Simone, thank you so very much for showing up. I appreciate you. And anybody else that hasn't commented, thank you so very much for coming. As the dogs are coming in and out of the house. So I want to say thank you. I had put this on my Amazon wish list, and it's like this. It's the same theme that Laura had at the event. It stretches out so that way I can actually, let me see if you guys can see it. I can hold it and not just have to shake like I'm jostling people. So thank you so very much. It didn't have a name on it, but I did want to say I'm going to use it, and thank you so very, very much. Okay, so that was that. Now I do also have the pocket protectors for my dad. They're going into the box of all the other stuff that I have for him. Now there might be some change of plans and going down there for his birthday, but I'm trying everything I possibly can. Basically there's been a few, like, hotels down there are disgusting, like ludicrous. Like you'd think I was in Vegas, or you'd think that I was in Times Square. Like some of the prices, I'm like, good Lord, does that come with a car? But that's just me and being very realistic. But I'm trying everything that I possibly can, including looking further away. I realized today when I was talking to a friend that the holidays are around the corner. Now, I'm not saying each of you doesn't have a family member or friend to talk to, but the one thing that I really wanted to go over, and then we'll change the subject. We'll talk about whatever you guys want to. Cindy, thank you so much for coming. We will honestly talk about nothing if you want to talk about nothing, and we'll talk about everything if you want to talk about everything. I know I don't have any good jokes today, but that is just me. I keep moving things and it's driving me absolutely bonkers. But so the situation is this. The holidays are the toughest time for people. Now, I know that I preach about mental health every single day, and there's a reason for it. Again, I had a mental breakdown and it put me in the hospital, and they had to give me the steps and the procedures and the knowledge to be able to save myself, because I was at a point where I no longer wanted to be on this earth. Like, that thought encompassed every part of my day, my night. I was barely sleeping. I wasn't eating. It became very overpowering for me. So that the idea of not being here anymore was sounding like a really good idea. And no matter what people said to me, it wasn't going to talk me out of it. It wasn't going to save me. It wasn't going to do anything for me. Friends tried. And so that's why I tell people, always call 988. Always. Because now here's the thing. A lot of people are going to say, no, dial 911, dial 911. If that person, even if they're having a mental health crisis, because I'll be honest, Carrie called 911 because she was scared that I was going to do something, because realistically, that was my plan. I had no plan of going over details. I literally just had that one plan. The power to paralyze. Thank you so very much for showing. Thank you. But so she called the police, and that's when the epiphany came out. The first words out of my mouth is, I am a Scientologist. I went into self-protection, public relations mode. Please don't let this get into my folder. Red, I see you. Thank you so much. But it kept getting worse. Those thoughts kept getting worse in my head, to where I couldn't even close my eyes without seeing me gone. So that I was no longer here. Like, I'd suffered enough. I'd had enough. And it just kept getting bad. So finally, Aurora, thank you so much for coming. It got to a point where I went to the hospital. They put me on a 72-hour hold. They released me after like 56 hours. They asked me, do you still have those thoughts? I said, yes. And they still released me. It was one of those moments where it's like, I reached out to you guys for help, and this is what you do. But so the reason I talk about don't call 911 is because if that person isn't in their right mind, they have to agree to go with the police officers. If they don't agree to go with the police officers, then there's nothing that the police can do by law. Otherwise, it's kidnapping. And now if they've broken some law, like assaulting someone, doing something crazy, then you're not going on a hold. You're not going on a mental health hold. You're literally going to jail. So when I tell people to call 988, it is a mental health line, and we have the holidays coming up. Thanksgiving is around the corner. Like, I know it's my dad's birthday and all, but it is also around the corner. This is when most people, accelerate their plans. This is when most people, they could have been sober for 10 years, and suddenly Thanksgiving alone or Christmas alone. And, okay, hold on. Mischief. I feel a bit of a fraud because it's not the holiday season in the UK. However, I love the idea of Thanksgiving. So my family says what we're thankful for at Christmas. Hey, and that works. That's beautiful. No matter where you are, there's always some kind of holiday. Coffee first, please. I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you so much for coming. But whatever holiday it may be, like, it could just be because it's Friday, because it's Thursday, because you're grateful that you got through the work week. Maybe a big weekend, you may not celebrate, but it's a big weekend for us. So, I do want everyone to be mindful. If you have friends in the United States, if you have family that you're worried about, please reach out to those friends and family members. I'm not saying this to be a jerk. I'm saying it because it's true. The highest, how is it? Trying to think of how not to get in trouble or not to get dinged, but the highest, I can only think of the word. Jamie Palmer, nice to see you. The highest rate for blankicide is around the holidays. It is absolutely around the holidays because people feel the most alone. Whether you don't have a family to go to, you know what? If I'm not standing outside Gold asking for my dad to get his present, then I would gladly open my house and be like, hey, do you need food? I I used to volunteer at the homeless shelter and feed the hungry because I thought it was the most selfless thing you can do on the holidays. Um, yeah, self-inflicted death. There we go. Self-inflicted death. Um, but it's still a very rocky time for a lot of people. And it's a time that a lot of people are crying out for help, but they don't really know. And it could come off, for me, I ended a friendship that her and I had been friends since I was roughly 15, 16 years old. And obviously I'm 43 now, so we had a really long friendship. And I was reaching out to her because I had been standing on a bridge counting, like timing the cars. And unfortunately, I had a plan to just how long it would take me to run to a certain spot and how long it would take me to get, over the rails. I had a plan. Like I wasn't calling Carrie. And then suddenly my friend called me and I tried to tell her what was going on. And, she said, you know, she said I can't remember exactly what was said, but I remember feeling like she basically said, I don't matter. Like I'm not a good enough human being. So why am I even picking up for her? Like why did I put my plan on hold because she called me because she's supposedly my friend? And it wasn't until, you know, I sat and thought about it for a little bit and realized that, you have to be very careful with the words that you say. Um, and for me, it was very different. Um, but I do want everyone to just be a little bit more mindful for the holidays, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend. We talk about hold on, we talk about Scientology all the time, but it's not just about Scientology for me. It's literally, you know, a bit about all of the above. It can be something as simple as realizing that you grew up in a cult and that your family has spent millions of dollars to put you through auditing, holding two cans, and so much of me wants to joke as I'm sitting here by myself. I want to joke. Hey, if you want to hold the green beans and you want to hold the dried onions, you can hold those two cans. And I guarantee you at the end of Thanksgiving, you're going to be more grateful for holding those two cans than you're going to be grateful for the thousands of dollars that your family wants to drop. Because for me, it left me more confused. I thought I was getting all of these wins, but my wins holding the cans were something as simple as my father is clearing the planet. My father is doing everything humanly possible to make sure that he is doing the greatest good for the greatest number of dynamics. And even if that includes unaliving. Yes, I apologize everybody if it came out wrong. But I did want to at least go over it with holidays approaching. We just got through Halloween, you know, but just be a little mindful of the people that you worry about. Because let's say that, I've come to realize that I vent everything to Carrie. I go over everything. I talk to Amy Scobie. I talk to Laura. I talk to Serge Delmar. These people have become a very big part of my life. They've become my family. And Aaron, I know I have Reese and I have been talking. We're going to be doing a live. She just needs to reach out and tell me a time and a place, and I'll be there. But in that same breath, it wasn't that long ago that I was at that spot. And if someone had told me that they cared, maybe, just maybe, I wouldn't have ended up on that bridge. Maybe if I had realized that someone would rather hear me talk about my problems than hear my eulogy. And I don't tell you this for any kind of pity or any kind of anything. It's just really important for me that people understand that some people may seem like the strongest people you've ever met, but inside doesn't mean that they are. So that was my big spiel that I wanted to start off with because the holidays are around the corner. If anybody has questions, concerns, I haven't been getting a lot of questions. And, I was told by the mods, I don't get a lot of, bad comments, which is amazing because sometimes the comments start going so fast that I don't even know what to do. And I don't know if Aaron's live is still going on. Aaron, Reese, and Sterling, they have their, their How Smart Are You games, and I love it. It's hilarious because how do you know you grew up in a cult when you can't recite every single state, when you can't tell me every single president, because I couldn't have told you that. It took me going to school, practicing on flashcards, and then getting it myself. Oops. Suzanne Paris, I'm so grateful you're still here. And I am too. I'm very grateful because now I've in going and seeking help, I've gotten the tools that allow me to continue on. I've gotten the tools to help others because, a few of the books that I've read really did like not a negative number, they did a positive. Like they gave me this, skill set almost. So that way I can hopefully help others because my overall goal is I want to help people that are inside, little people like me that were trapped inside the Sea Org, or people that don't have anybody on the outside. Do I have blood family? Yes. Do I talk to any of them? Well, my mom, that's it. And most of the time she doesn't like me. And so I get to deal with that. I've got a father that I just found out is alive, and I would love to have Thanksgiving with him because you know what? That's his bloody birthday. Okay, Charisse. I can't wait to see my favorite around Turkey Day and Santa Day. We still have to figure out what we're doing for presents. Because I don't know. I'm stuck on what to get my love and figuring that out. Okay, Liz Ferris, they just finished, I think. You're gonna love this one. And I do go back and watch it. Most of the time I sit and watch it. But this one I wanted to get a few things out. No Talk Tony, welcome. Just finished doing my med boxes for the week. So my mental health is stable. I just did that too. I did it yesterday. Mischief. Okay, question, Liz, I have to ask. Always ask. You're totally okay to ask anything. If it's something that's disgusting, I might not answer. But other than that, yeah, I'm gonna answer. Where are the Dyke-tastic duo doing a live again? It's my laughter therapy. I tried to reach out to Miss Nora. Now, right now, she did have a little bit of something come up. So right now, we're basically playing it by ear. And then hopefully she'll be able to come on and tell you guys what happened. I'm really big on that talent on, if someone tells me something, I'm just not gonna give it. But don't worry, the Dyke-tastic duo will ride again. I promise you. And I'll try to throw in a couple jokes, like my favorite kid joke ever. What asks no questions, says no rhymes, but still has a tongue and a toe. I won't give the answer. I'll let some people guess. But Mischief, if you can guess that one, I'll give you the answer. Okay. All right. No Talk Tony. I understand the feeling of a mom not liking you at times. It's like a 70-30 split. And half the time you don't know if she actually is even paying attention to you, or the words are even if she's even listening to the words coming out of my mouth. She has been willing to give me all of the ads that she gets, or the ads that come to the resident. So other than that, oh, Mischief, you got it. It is a shoe. That was like the best joke that I heard yeah, dang it. I got that one from a popsicle when I was a kid. I will definitely give Nora love. Don't worry. Okay, so we have a question. I think it's, dang it. Hold on. All right, question. When was the last time you caught a Yankees game in the Bronx? To be completely honest, I'm talking like 10 years. I was a season ticket holder for a long time, and then the funds for the season tickets became a little too out of my price range. So now what I do is I go to Oakland A's once they're going against the Yankees, because that's as close as they come to me. And you know what? I order jackets from online. They have this plastic bracelet that I keep telling myself, or not plastic bracelet, but a bracelet that's made out of a baseball. But it's supposed to be like this good luck bracelet for them. And one of these days, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to actually get that bracelet. Because yeah, I love the Yankees. That my godfather, although not the best man, was definitely amazing at teaching me about Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Jackie Robinson. He taught me about the greats of baseball, Ty Cobb, all of the ones that really, truly made you love the sport. Let's ignore the amount of drinking that they were doing and smoking while playing and doing whatever else they did. But the love of baseball brought it. And I was also a huge Rockford Peach fan. And no, I'm not talking about the movie with, Gina Davis. It was a very good movie, but the true history and the true people were phenomenal. Okay, I missed a question. Let me go back and grab it for you guys. Pup Groomer 20 comment. Took my new dog to the store for the first time today to see what we needed to work on most with service training. When I was doing service training, we had to go to a specific building and pay a fortune to be trained by professionals. So the fact that you were doing the training, yeah, that's amazing, because I needed a professional to help me with that. Okay. All right, Cindy, this community has brought me so much joy. I feel things happen for a reason. Thanks. And you know what? And I believe that this community is here to help people, whether it's the good, the bad, whether it's an ear to listen to, whether it's a hug, whether it's, helping me get to my dad. This community has literally made me feel like this is what it's like to have a family, because each and every one of you has played a part in helping me try to get to my dad. And to be completely honest, everybody, finding out that he was alive all this time has done a little bit of a number. I also went from talking to, a certain person every single day to now I'm not talking to them as much, and I'm working on it, but I know the Dyke-tastic duo will ride again. I'm going to keep doing these lives. I appreciate you guys emailing me. It makes my day, I know a few of you guys, you show love by giving presents. And for that, I am extremely grateful, because some of the things that I've received, the Pokemon, the coffee pot, the body camera, which, definitely not a good place to put it by the end of a t-shirt. Got noise, but the picture definitely jostles really badly. So I need to get one of those chest pieces for it. But I'm working on it. I'm working on everything with you guys. I'm working on being here, being supportive, because that's what my overall goal is. I know that some people have a goal where they don't want to talk about any particular topic, like Reese, and I love that. I love that about her, but I always have to at least tag one thing because it's important for me, because it saved my life. And if I can save one person's life by letting people know what was going on with me, then I'm going to keep telling that story, because we all get to a spot and we're not all perfect. Life's not full of rainbows and butterflies and unicorn farts. Sometimes there's ups, sometimes there's downs. But it's what you do when that part of the ups and downs hit you that truly make and build character. Because, let's say you see a homeless person on the street. Now, I'm not saying every homeless person has integrity, but some of them are there, some of them are vets. They got hooked on drugs, that, they've experienced far too much of life and they just needed escape. They found it in the bottom of a bottle. They found it in a drug, but sometimes giving that person a sandwich could have been the best thing that happened to them all year. And if giving someone a sandwich or just sitting down and letting someone talk, I will sit down every single day, every minute. I will sit down and hear someone talk, because every person's worth it. And whatever someone's done in their past, it doesn't make them who they are, because I wasn't a very honorable person either. But I've turned my life around and decided what I want to be. And I want to be honorable. I want to be brave. I want to be strong. And I want to be here. Okay. Thank you so very much. Visit Nora, and here is her YouTube channel. You can always click that subscribe button. Remember, a lot of people are being unsubscribed. And now I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't know if it's like a glitch in the matrix. But please always remember to double check if you're subscribed, because the more people that we can reach, the more people that spread the word, the more people that, we can reach out to and get. If I can get one person to stay away, I'm going to get them to stay away. If I can get one person out, then I'm happy with one person out. Will I keep trying? Yes. Okay, agreed. So we have a comment, and then I'm whoop. Okay, comment number 2. She did better than I thought she'd do. What did I miss? Comment number 1? Pup groomer. Hold on. I might have. Oh, your puppy. Oh, okay. Sorry. We all have moments. I promise. That was my moment. Okay. I'm a certified trainer as well as a certified groomer. You know what? I'm had a meeting with a groomer that I told you about, the travel one. Joni, hold on 1 second. I missed you, Joni. I'm a certified trainer as well as a groomer. The groomer that came out, she's like, well, if he bleeds, he bleeds. I'm not okay with you cutting my dog's nails to the point of bleeding, because I will have a panic attack. That is my puppy. That puppy has saved my life. Yeah. When her first response was, he's going to bleed the first time, then you will never be cutting his nails for the first time. How about that? Hey, Joni, long time no see. I miss you, lady. You were amazing. You were beautiful. Thank you so very much for everything that you do. And I see that you're starting to be a mod. How are you liking it so far? Okay. And we got people. Let's all say hi to Miss Joni, because of course we all got to do that. Oh, I'll be dropping some links during the chat so you can help Liz, only if you can. No pressure. Yes, I never want someone to put themselves in a financial hardship to help me, because I'd rather you just stay and listen. because the more people listen, the more people that spread the word, there's a good chance you're going to have a family member. You're going to have a friend that's one day going to be like, I've been looking into this Scientology thing. What do you think? And then you can tell them the truth. They abuse people, you know. Paula Puffer, long time no see. I've been missing you. I love remembering everybody's names. Okay, now I got to see this. Jamie Palmer, Liz Ferris. I won't give it away, but watch Aaron, Reese, and Sterling's live till the end. I'm pretty sure she almost died. Died from laughter? Now you got me confused. I'm going to be like, Reese, what are you talking? Like, hold on, is she okay? I'm sure she's fine, everybody. But now I'll definitely watch. I mean, no matter what, I watch everybody's. I popped into Amy's. I popped in the one that she's having right now with Blown for Good with her husband. And of course, I love watching those guys. It's like watching old friends have a meeting. Coltsby Colton, nice to see you. I have missed you, lady, and thank you so very much for thanking me for the invites. For me, everybody, I know a couple people have responded and said, please don't send me invites. And if you don't want an invite, that's fine. But some people have said that it's thank you. For me, it's more of that personal touch for people that I have on my Facebook. Because I'm really big on having that personal touch with people, a personal connection, because I don't have that very easily or very often with people. So it's really nice for me to have some kind of connection with people. Because again, the holidays are coming up, and I'll be honest, I've got my little family here. I've got Carrie, I've got the kids, but I've also got a dad now, and whether it's good or bad, this Thanksgiving is his birthday, and I want to do everything possible to be there for him. Joni Cummings, Liz Ferris, did anyone tell you today that you were awesome? Nobody's told me that today, but they've told me that I'm wonderful. So I appreciate that, because, it's sometimes we all need to hear that, and it's not a conceited thing. Someone told me today that I fish for compliments. No, the emails that I fish for compliments. I told the person, thank you so very much. I appreciate your email. And, I don't see it as fishing for compliments, but if they can name a time, I will gladly review that video and apologize if that's what I was doing. I'm not really a big fisher for compliments. I'm not good at compliments. In case anybody wants to know, I'm not. I can do compliments over YouTube, but face-to-face is really hard for me. I'm not a big hugger. Not that I don't love people, but it's really hard for me to express those kind of emotions. I'm still working on it. I know you haven't been around, Joni, but you know what? I love you. I think you're the greatest. And I know I could message you and be like, hey, I'm not doing so great. And you'd respond. So I know you're a busy girl. Bridget, welcome. Oh yeah, she won't be cutting my dog's nails either. Exactly. If you're going to mention bleeding and my dog, then you're not touching my dog's nails. Not touching my dog's nails. Do not touch my fur baby. That is my baby. So Chief is just like my huskies. I have a husky. His name is Bambino, but when when it's just Bam and I call him Bam. But other than that, it is his name is actually listed as the Great Bambino. Rosalind, thank you so very much for coming. I'm proud of you. I listened to your story as an aunt, not a mom. And remember that while my sibs are great, would do anything for nibbling. would stop at nothing to keep them safe, even from their parents. I think you meant siblings. That's probably me. That's probably my error. So, you know, that is a good protective aunt because, you know, I didn't honestly have that. My mom and her sister are not close, and her sister does not like me and has not liked me ever. So it became this feeling where I kept feeling like I was searching for love from her sister, and no matter how many times she proved me wrong, it still turned into the same thing. So I stopped trying. No Talk Tony, you're awesome. Well, thank you so very much. I truly do appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. Um, it's it's amazing to be here. It's amazing that each one of you want to help me get my dad out. And you're also sitting here. Miss Sunrise Dawn, nice to see you. I love that you're from Georgia. I have been to Georgia. My dad's baby sister lives in Georgia. So maybe if I visit her, we'll be able to do that. Bridget Harrelson. Liz, our name is Tundra, or Liz, ours is named Tundra and Zahara. I love that. I love Tundra. My next dog, hopefully, I've always wanted the dog, like a dog named Shadow. But you know, I'm thinking like Yorkie size, but Carrie's not too keen on the smaller ones. But I kind of like a Yorkie, just the little dogs. Um, but I love my husky. But man, those first 2 years were rough. Woo! When you have to have a contractor on speed dial because your dog is eating part of the house, and eats a $1,700 couch in like an hour and a half that I was at the grocery store. Yeah, I still love him, but that was very brutal for me, everybody. It was very brutal. I love the term nibblings. Okay. Oops. Nibblings. Okay. I'll definitely try to use it. I have a beagle now. His name is Jasper. Well, welcome to the pup party, Jasper. So I think I am all caught up on everything. Thank you so very much for everyone. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Yes, those huskies do need full-time attention. And I literally, it was my first time trusting Bam to be in the house all by himself. He was crate trained, and I was like, you know what? No, he's going through a rough patch, you know. So, and then I come home and my couch is in pieces. Jamie, my mom vetoed us getting bigger dogs. Now I have two small dogs that I love to death. And, you know, I didn't think I was going to like a little dog, to be completely honest, until Vaboop introduced me to Elvis and Stella. Now Bruno is actually he's close to my second favorite, but Elvis is my top favorite. You know, that dog's been through hell and back, and he still finds a way to smile. So it's kind of like us. We've been through hell and back, and we still find ways to smile. You know, I'm going to be doing um, the movie trivia with Denver, which I'm super excited about. Eventually, I'm going to be doing a live with Reese. Mike Brown and I have talked, and we're going to be doing a live as soon as we can figure out a plan. Hopefully, I'll either have Mark Headley or I'm going to have Claire talk to me about my dad. And it's probably good to be Claire because she was my father's supervisor for 4 years, I believe she said. And so she has like an idea of him. But everyone that I've talked to says that my dad is so kind. So this nightmare that I keep having must just be BS, but we don't know. And because I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's like I'm trying to do the best that I can. I'm still trying to save a man, but I'm trying to save a man that is my father and that is a human being. but it might hurt a little if he knew and still left me. Charisse, remember that lady in San Diego with 2 husky puppies? Yes. I wanted her to be like, here's one of my puppies. But of course, that was never going to happen because Carrie would not say yes to another dog. Maybe she'll say yes to a little dog. Maybe. Like Elvis, she would absolutely say yes to in a heartbeat. So maybe I just need to get a little dog and, go from there. Okay, Miss. Oh, no talk, Tony. I am truly sorry for your loss. That having seizures or watching your dog have a seizure is so very painful. And my heart goes out to you because I wouldn't know what to do if that happened with Bambino, and my heart goes out to you. Oh, let's see. No talk, Tony. Aurora, Tank, Bear, and Jake are all rescues. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if like a small dog, like a Yorkie. The problem is with too much energy is I'm getting older. And we already have one with ridiculous amounts of energy that we call the escape artist. But at the same time, there's only so much that we can do with our HOA rules, like on the fence wise. So you'd be surprised at all the tricks that we've learned to keep our escape artist in. Mischief, question. Did you know Tommy and Johnny are doing a 24-hour marathon on the lifeboat right now? Just a little plug. Well, that's fantastic. I did stop by because again, his message is sobriety, and his message is sometimes life gets hard, but you can be stronger. And sometimes we need that. Okay. Let's see. My favorite dogs are mutts. I've only had one. Oh, Frenchies. Hold on. We got a Frenchie. Frenchies are so cute, but they have I heard that they have nasal issues and that they could stop breathing. And I was like, whoa. But maybe that's just my own paranoia. Hold on. I just got a message. Let's see what it says. Okay. Okay. It was someone that needed a helping hand. Someone that just needed some good vibes. So I sent them some good vibes. Okay. So Carla, I love Frenchies. I absolutely love Frenchies, but I'm just scared. I had someone offer me a Frenchie, and I thought it was super cute. And by offer, they meant they were going to lower the price by a couple $100. And I was like, okay, so how much is the Frenchie? And she's like, 3,000. That's not lowering a price for me. I'd rather go to the pound or the SPCA and cross my fingers on finding a good dog. Because let's be realistic. I already spent thousands on one. I'm not doing that again. Oh, Joni, a Doberman. Wow. See, I always thought that they were just the cutest dog ever. And then a friend of mine's like, yeah. And if you need a guard dog, I was like, but they're so loyal and they're just so cute. Okay, Jamie, Bella and Lily's mom came from a pet store, but before I knew where those poor puppies came from. Yeah, and I've read about a lot of stuff like that. And you know what? It makes me sick. Like these puppy mills are just, they remind me of our childhood, to be completely honest. Like shoving. Now, I'm not saying we're puppies, but when I read about puppy mills, it's like we literally had a 10 by 10 room, and there'd be, anywhere between 6 to 9 to 12 women in those rooms. And so, the only thing different is we weren't being brought up to be sold, but it was definitely something. Sharice, Mr. Escape Artist is my favorite cuddle bunny next to Mr. Blakey. Well, you know what, Sharice? Anytime you want Mr. Escape Artist, he's yours. Like, here you go. Because I know, I'm just messing with you. That he's part of our pack. That's never going to happen. Okay, Bridget, Liz, I can't wait to see you on Reese's channel too. I'm excited. I think that she's amazing. I think her no topic thing is phenomenal. I talk about a topic, and then what I do is I then make sure that I talk about everybody else, and I reach out to everybody, because you know what? Here's the thing. We're all human beings. Let's see. Miss Sunrise Dawn, laugh out loud. My dad called the neighbor's lab Pied Piper because he used to go through the neighborhood letting all the dogs out of fences. He also used to ring the doorbell. That is cute. Like, that belonged on America's Most Funniest Videos. Yeah. Jamie, I would not recommend buying an animal from a pet store. I know that Carrie is so, like, she so wants a chinchilla, and I keep telling her, no, we're not buying it from a pet store. We will find a breeder or something and actually go see with our own eyes. Because I'm not doing the breeding mills, and I know friends that love that. Okay, Mischief. I bought Charlie for my dad's 80th birthday. However, dad had Alzheimer's. Mom couldn't handle him, so we took him off their hands. He loved all the family, and as he should. I mean, I'm really sorry about your dad. I'm really sorry. Alzheimer's is rough. Every book that I've read on it's rough. So I am truly sorry that you're having to go through that, and that your mom is, I'm sending her my love. How about that? I'm sending your parents my love, because that cannot be easy, and it cannot be easy for you. But if you ever need a hug, um, definitely let me know. All right, hold on. Okay. Okay. All right, Retired Red. I haven't had good experiences with pet store animals. Either have we, I mean, except the fish. But let's be realistic, we were told, oh, get 2 snails. They'll help clean the tank. Never get snails, people. They can breed on their own. We went from 2 snails to 2,000 to 2 million in a matter of a month. And no matter how many times we took out the thousands, there was more babies. We basically had to put the fish into like a 5-gallon drum, and then take everything out and throw everything away, and then scrub every little millimeter of the fish tank and all the fish, everything, just to make sure that we were done with snails. And it still took us doing it like 3 times, because they were so tiny that we didn't even know that they were still alive and stuff. But no, our fish tank had nothing in it but the fish for a while. And just avoid snails. Avoid snails, everybody. Okay. See, we had a Jack Russell part-time. We had an opera singing cat. We've got one of those, but I'm thinking more along the hello. Yeah, we have one of those that likes to scream hello. We technically have 4 dogs, like 10 fish, 2 lizards, and 3 cats, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, it's a little family here. Okay. We have 15 cats, 1 dog, and they're all rescues. Miss Sunrise Dawn, that is amazing. Round of applause. Like, hold on, where did it go? Shake the penguin. I need to put stuff in it. Like, because you know what, that's definitely a shake the penguin kind of thing. Because I could not, that many animals. I get up early in the morning to make sure everyone's fed. I walk around. I'm like, okay, dogs have food, fish have food, cats have food. Wait a minute, I forgot my food. But as long as everybody else is fine, then I'm okay. Oh, mischief. No talk, Tony. Liz, can I come to your house? Come to my house for Thanksgiving? I'm trying to get to LA. If you give me a little bit more, you can always email me and see what's going on. Okay, mischief. My dad died 2020. I'm truly sorry. That's my biggest fear. Is now that I know he's alive, that I'm going to get him back in a box. And was never in a nursing home. We all mucked in. My mom is living in a sheltered housing and has made new friends. Not really sure what sheltered housing is. Maybe that's my misunderstanding. But definitely explain that a little bit more to me because I'm not quite understanding. Cosmic, nice to see you. I have 1 dog and she's rescued. And for that, Carrie's, all 3 of Carrie's dogs are all rescues, not purchases. And Carrie loves animals. I love animals. Like she has a puppy named, like one of the dogs is Luna. One of them is Macy. Macy, I like to call her the baby BMW because she ate some toys and it had to have an emergency surgery. When she had the emergency surgery, it was almost the exact same amount as a baby BMW. So we make jokes about, we have a baby BMW. Luna is like the snuggle bunny, but whines about everything. And they both their jealousy is hilarious. Like if you're petting one, here comes the other one. I need love bad. And you just smile. Oh, hold on. Mucked in means helped out. Sheltered housing is she has her own flat, has a bell if she needs assistance of any kind. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you for helping me understand that. Okay. Oh, yes, they have their own language with us. Yeah, so sweet, Sophia. Cosmic. My dog is named Tequila Sunrise. Keela for short. She is my baby shadow, Tiffy Taffy. I love that. Bridget, Lissa, you missed the Church of Scientology reference. That wouldn't be the first time. I'm hopping. Let me see. Let me go back to. Let's see. Tony, I have him on Facebook, my Instagram. Can you say it again? Because they're flying by. Like they may not seem like they're flying by, but for me, when I'm trying to answer the questions, they're flying by. Vicky, nice to see you. The animal love is awesome. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you know what? There's times that I don't think we humans deserve dogs or cats or any kind of animal because they complete holes in our heart and they give us a family. And sometimes it's nice to have that. For me, it's, it's glorious to feel that way. All right, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Most people get kicked out of twin brothers' cats' names. They're Lenny, Squiggly, laugh out loud. We took their mama is already pregnant and kept all 4 kittens. Carrie had, she calls her mama cat, but actually it's Cleopatra. And she kept 2 of the babies. And so, yeah, Liz, I was trying to say Tundra sings Grease. You're the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey. the one in need. Oh, yes, indeed. Yep, love that song. Almost like shoo bop, shoo wada wada, yippity yip, yippity skip to boom. Chang chang, changity chang shabops. Skip to dip to dip, doo ah ba dooby doo. Boogity 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 boogity, shoobity wop to wop. Yeah, I watch too much movies to get caught up on everybody. Um, Steve, long time no see. Thank you so very much for coming. I 1000% appreciate everybody for being here. So I'll go over it again. Please, if who there was no note on it or anything, if someone sent me this the phone holder extender, whatever, thank you so very, very much. The pocket protectors, I know who those are from. They're for my dad. If anybody has any questions, we're approaching the hour. I think Denver's on a live. I know that my buddy Amy is still doing her live as far as I know. Let's see. Liz, I was trying to say he sings that song, Laugh Out Loud. It's a good song. It's a very good song. Coffee first, please. Today was my husband and my 43rd wedding anniversary, and now I'm trying to talk my husband into a third dog. Well, congratulations on 43 years. I can't wait till Carrie and I are at 43 years, and we're going to do everything that we possibly can. But congratulations very much. Like, way to go. 43 years. People don't have a lot of ideas on marriage anymore. Or at least here's my opinion. Too many people that I know get married and they're married for a year and then they're done. Well, if it's not fixed, don't break it. Sometimes you have to give a little to get a little, and to get the long distance, you gotta talk. Okay. Tommy and Johnny are doing a road trip 29 years. Are they going to be doing a road trip, or they've done a road trip? That's a lot. 29 years is a little too much. I'm just going to have to go watch some of that information. He's a great guy, and it is through thick and thin. That's right. The way that it should be. I know Carrie's not in the chat, so this one won't affect. But you know what? Honestly, I always had that idea that marriage was forever. Once you say I do, that sickness and health means something. And so for me, it was, till death do us part means that you try everything you possibly can. And she is my soulmate, my one and only. Like, I can't wait to say that we've been married 29 years, 43 years, and we're sitting in the rocking chairs having coffee. Because, yeah, she gave me a purpose and she gave me a family, and she cheers me on with this. She cheers me on with coming on live and talking about everything. She cheers me on for trying to get my dad out. I'm not used to having that besides you guys. I also have Charisse. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not used to having so much support and so many people to say thank you, and so many people reaching out and saying, hey, we just want you to connect with your dad. Hey, we just want you to keep telling everybody what's going on. Bridget, Liz, my maid of honor was my best friend, Lucas. He's gay, but maid is not just for women. I'm proud that he signed our marriage certificate. When I first started, that brings me to a topic. Sorry, everybody, I know my hair is a mess. When I first started talking about, having this big marriage ceremony, and it's not going to be big, it's going to be casual. I was going through the list of friends in my head, and I asked this one person because they've become so very close to me that they mean the world to me. And it's just, for the first time, I have someone that I consider family that will stand with me for any kind of marriage ceremony or any kind of renewals, or, heck, whatever we want to do. I have someone that will stand with me, and that people say they'll stand with you, but you never really feel it. And then when you find someone, you know, it's not going to be a man of honor, it'll be a, woman of honor. Or no, best man, it'll be a best woman. And so because of that, I'm I feel not alone because, they always say that your family gives you away. No matter what side you're on, someone in your family has to give you away. And I never had anyone that would want to give me away, that would want to stand there and be there. Um, and now I do. And that to me means everything. That part of this journey has helped me realize that, you know, I have a woman of honor. So I'm gonna hit it again. Please don't forget to smash the like, smash subscribe. If you think you're subscribed, always double check, whether it be with Aaron, whether it be with Reese, oh no, Nora, the graded daughters, Amy, whether it be Claire, Blown for Good, you always want to double check because realistically, the numbers go up and then they shoot down and then they go up and we never know what's going on. So it's more of a, hey, don't forget to check because I know these guys are your favorites because you guys are our favorites. I love seeing all of your names. I love chit chatting with you. I love, hold on. Come on. There we go. I wouldn't let my dad give me away because I wasn't to give away. And I don't think of it as a giveaway, but a member of your family, it's almost like you're joining hands. I always thought it'd be like a sand melting with your family around you where you're becoming united. I don't think of it as giving away, but just, that old fashioned way of saying that, that they're the ones that you're supposed that they agree that this is the happiest moment of your life. And so, I've never liked obey either, Mischief. That obey always got to me. So love, honor, and respect will be there, not obey. Okay. All right. Let my dad give me away because it wasn't. Now let's see. There's a trauma reason behind that, and I can understand trauma. If trauma and if anything, I can absolutely believe in trauma because for some reason I got a lot of it. And I'm sorry you have any. If I could take away your pain, I'd gladly take it. Carrie did decide to join. So if you look and see how many things I've released, it says like 120 something, but really there's 26 videos that I've taken from other videos. So once I get to 125, she will be joining me with our lovely friend Charisse, because that'll be my 100th live. And that's my big thing is my 100th live. She said she'd be joining me. That way you all get to meet her. You all get to see the love of my life, the person that has brought so much love and affection. Yes, Joni, don't forget to hit, smash the like, hit subscribe. I love each and every one of you. And I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. You've made me feel very loved. And that is a new feeling for me on a regular basis. So I do want to say thank you so very much for joining me. Please remember to check in on your friends, your family, and your relatives because the holidays are just around the corner. We just need to make sure everybody's okay. And that includes you. If you need to check in, you want to email me. My email has been going up and down in there, along with my Amazon and my PayPal and my Venmo. So I can get to my dad. But if you ever need someone to email or talk to, email me. I'm going to do the best I can to get back in touch with you. because I think everyone needs a chance to have someone listen. So don't forget to tip your waiter or waitress. Please be kind to everybody in the comments. Remember, we are all human. And above all else, have a fantastic rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. And I don't see any other questions. Mischief, thank you so very much. Thank you so very, very much. Smash the like, hit subscribe. Have a great, wonderful day. Until next time, my name's Liz.